Welcome back, ladies and gents. As I was going around recruiting during in between the last video and this video, Southern Empire did indeed take Onika Castle, and Western Empire is no more. On the 10th day of autumn, 1126, a realm fell. The Western Empire is no more. Let me try that again. On the 10th day of autumn, 1126, a realm fell. The Western Empire is no more. Ah, well, I'm still kicked back, leaning back, so my diaphragm is compressed. All right, here we go. Let's see what I did here. I stopped the game. I don't know if I stopped it right there because I didn't want to do anything else. I wanted to still have that pop up there. And it was 10th day of autumn is when they fell, so you can see it's the same day. But apparently I did get everything recruited, with exception of myself. I'm missing about almost 20. And I wanted to look at this. I really got to do something about Poros. I did do some stuff in Lycaran. Lycaran was 4,000. What I did was I ran around all these villages just getting recruits and the first level of archers. And then I came back to Lycaran and I replaced, in Lycaran I don't know how many it was originally. Where are they? These Palatine guards? I think I had about 400 of them. It was a lot. It was a lot of them. So I kept throwing in recruits and the tier 1 or whatever the first tier of Imperial archers are. And every time I would throw in, you see I've put in 69 Imperial archers and 126 recruits. And of course, peasants and everyone else I could throw in here. And I've slowly got this number down from whatever it was. It's an astronomical amount. If you really want to know, you can just go back and look at a previous video. I don't remember, but it was a lot. At any rate, you can see now it's only 2,000 and instead of 2,600 instead of 4,000. But I'm not done yet. I also want to do the same thing in Poros. And if you will recall, though, I said that I was going to release my troops and let them go up and fight here. And I kind of don't want to do that because their numbers. Okay, we're paying them 8460 and they're paying us 360. All right, let me look at this. Let me look at. This is very late in the day getting started for me here. It's 3:30, 15:30. And this is the first time I've done anything on the computer today. I just want to see if they have no recruits. Okay, so this is a proper army. That's not going to help me. So I am going to release everybody. I'm first going to come over here to Pinkanak. Because if I release everybody here, I'll have a tremendous herding penalty. And I don't want to put all the horses in these frontline towns. So let me head back to Pinkanak. I will put all the horses and the extra food and all that there, and then I will release them. Then I'm just going to spend time while we watch and see what the AI does, trying my best to stalk these guys with lower tier troops. And I'm going to start with Poros. Actually, I probably should keep doing some on Lycaran because there's still a heck of a load of art. In fact, you can see here, Lycaran has 433 ranged units and only 201 infantry. Now, I do like to have at least the same amount of archers as I have infantry, but that's probably a little overkill. I probably will leave it the same, but I just want to swap them out to lower tier units. I've been slowly but surely, every time I put a recruit in there, I take the archer out. So I'm not replacing them one by one. I'm slowly increasing the amount of infantry. IRA just created an army. And again, I want to point out that's not IRA. That's not the Southern Empire's IRA, the daughter of the former leader of the Southern Empire. I don't know what is she doing, by the way. Let's just take a gander. That's right. She married into the Valandians. The De Morocco was a Valandian clan. And then she married a Morcon in the Valandians, but both her and her mother are dead now. She got wiped out when the Valandians were wiped out. They just die off. I hope we're so... Feudal inheritance. Let's take a look at this. The cost of revoking a fief from a clan is doubled. Clans gain 0.1 influence for each fief they own. I'm okay with that. I don't really plan on revoking any fiefs, and even if I do, I've got 76,000 influence, and I gain 51 a day, so I'm fine with that. That's the lords and the council trying to limit my power. And if it makes them happy, that's fine, because I can still push it through if I wanted to. Samir is taken prisoner. We're still 17, 18, so between 15 and 20,000. Bertliana, I wish she'd have waited one more minute. That way she could have taken my children into her party. Because as soon as we as soon as we go into this town, I'm going to disband. Let you guys do what you need to do. I'll go into the town. Go to the keep. I got a herding penalty now of 1.97. Open the stash. Get rid of all the... Let's get rid of just straight up excess horses. And then all I'm going to really need is the Sumpter horses and Botanian hobbies. And probably some Midland Palfreys. 1.97 is now 1.27, so let's just keep going. I definitely don't want to walk around with 35 of these, because if I get wiped out, I'll lose every one of my waiter hot bloods. Now we do no longer have... Now we're going to take some back. Probably... some saddle horses, some step horses. I want to be just shy because I am going to do some recruiting. I'm about 20 lower than I need to be. Okay, that's still good. Herding, 0.2. That's fine because I am going to be recruiting. Let's take these guys back because I don't want even at 0.2 now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, there we go. Now, of course, I'm going to was overburdened there for a moment, but everything worked its way out. I think I'm going to take this down. It's fine. It's fine. But while I'm here, I will put these up. That shield is better, but it's not round. I cannot use it if it's not round. And where's that large bag of piercing arrows? I want to keep that. I already put that other one up. These legendary bodkin arrows, 6 and 29, are better than this. Legendary bodkin, 6 damage. This is what I wanted to drop off. Boom. All right. So that's all I want to have. I'm going to throw this in there because we can later. I can do a little smelting with that. All right, now my speed is 3.14, and I'm just going to I'm going to recruit. I'm going to start right here. Just recruits. I've only got spot for 10 recruits. So I'm going to recruit on the way. These guys cost 3 starting off. Let's see, for example, what do Sturgian archers? First grade of Sturgian archers cost 5. And the highest grade cost 8. And I believe these guys cost 12 when they're fully upgraded. Meaning the Battanians. Yep, they're 12. So 8. You can go up to hero before they're starting to cost more money. These guys only cost 3 to start off with. And the first grade of Sturgians, let's take these and these. I only got room for one more. I'm going to take those grapes. I'm going to head in this direction. Okay, now that nobody's in an army, I'm going to get people wanting to marry. Of course, I'm not going to marry any of my daughters off. I need the daughters until I can get some more children. Now, here's the bad side to doing this, is that Ariad is not pregnant, and no longer is she going to get pregnant because her spouse is not in the same party with her. So that's why I was holding off for so long doing this. But right now, I just need to move. You know what I could do? Let's look at Ella. Ella the captain has 0 in steward. She's been in my party the whole time. And of course, Magnus has 272. I really need to get Ella some stewardship skills. I've been hogging her by keeping her to myself. Okay, let's try this then. I'm going to call Magnus back to me. This is all, again, I say this over and over again, this is all part of the administrative part of the game. I'm going to go back to Pinkanok because it's got a lot of room. Magnus will join me. I'm going to do the same thing I did before when I swapped out. Except I know that Ella cannot have as many troops as Magnus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the troops.
I'm at your service.
From Magnus. Just let me have everybody. Have him leave, disband, jump back in here. I'm going to put all those extra troops in here so that I'm not overburdened. Jump out again, let the game run a little bit. Leave. And then I'm going to swap him for Jenny. I mean, Ella. Wait a minute. Party is the only member of the party right now. Yeah, okay, we're just going to disband. That's probably better anyway, even though it takes forever and a day to disband. Just disband. Okay, we're going to wait here for a bit. And while I'm doing that, while Ella is here, did he just disband? Let's see. Nope, he recruited. All right. We'll wait here until he's totally disbanded. Because I don't know how many troops that Ella is going to be able to hold with just 0. It's not going to be many, maybe 100, I think. Somewhere between 100 and 125, maybe. So that's why I didn't want to leave him any troops. I didn't want to guess. All right, but like I said, while we're waiting, we're going to have Ella do a little bit of forging. First, I want to see if there's anything she can smelt. Has she made anything that she needs to smelt? Would be crafted would be the first thing. No. Okay, so let's have her make crafted. Although, let me go into the keep, open the stash, take some more iron, wrought iron, crude iron, steel, hardwood, fine steel, and Damascene. I always say Damascene. I don't know why, but it might, again, I don't know. I always say Damascene. Let's go into the smithy. Go back to Ella. Have her make some more swords. No, before we do that, we're going to have Lynn make some charcoal. And Horeneg make some charcoal. Then we'll have Ella forge. $103. Again, just making sure that it's too early, but I'm checking anyway to make sure a level 5 piece didn't pop up. Because you always want to use the highest tier when you're trying to level them. All right? And then we'll let that be and wait here for a day. And I guess I will look also. Hans can go a little further because I remember, I think I gave him a skill point. Corinne, not really. Who else? Ella, of course. Finn can go a little bit, but she's not in her party. Jenny is not in her party. She can go all the way to Steelmaker 2. I need a Steelmaker 3, though. Magnus will be in our party. He can do a little bit. And Sheena is in our party. She can go to Steelmaker 2 also. Arietta is really tough. She'll get 25 efficient charcoal maker, but she's not going to get the next level. All right, I'm going to have Hans. We're going to smelt some stuff. More wood. He won't get this entire stack. Let's just go ahead and Corinne do it also. And Arietta. Even though she won't get anything, we just need to get this down. How long have I been working on this? All right, we'll just let it go until morning where Ella's good again. Magnus, you're still there. Still sitting there. I don't know why it takes so long to disband a party. It didn't used to be that way. $104. All right, we're going to let everybody ride till the next morning now. Now that we're back to rooster to rooster. There's the, I guess that is the arena. You can see it much better in Empire because they're, Roman style, if you will. But I suppose that's the arena. I don't know. It has to be, right? It's the only thing round like that. All right, Ella. Let's do some more crafting. Whoa! Did I say masterwork? Masterwork. Where? Crafted. Right here. Masterwork crafted one-handed sword. Ella the Captain has got a legendary. Yeah, the swing speed is really fast, but the damage is crap. Which means it would only be suitable for secondary. That fast swing speed is really good. You can keep the axe, Corinne. Now, it's masterwork, but it's still only a tier 4 weapon. Really, what this means is, excuse me, she's just going to get a little extra when I have her smelt it down. A little extra experience. It's amazing, though, going from rusty to all of a sudden popping out a masterwork. I like that. We're going to work on these some more. I just carry around so much stuff. Maybe we can get... Yep, 25. Very good. Now she can make charcoal. And you guys make some charcoal. As soon as I'm done with this round, I will upgrade Ariada. Charcoal. All right. I'm going to go one more. We're still waiting on Magnus. There we go. All right. Let me take Magnus. Go to the keep. Where is he at? Magnus, where did you go, buddy? Pin Canuck. I disagree. I don't think you are. Let's just call you. Let's see how long it takes to get here. We're at 464. 465. There you are. He must have just joined. Yeah, there he is. Magnus joined your party. All right, so that's what I wanted. He's in the party now, and then he can... him and Ariada can be intimate. Let's put him right there. Now, let's do this. Go to the keep, manage the garrison. All those high-level troops I just put in there. Not all of them. I'm going to take out just enough. That I think she can hold them. If not, it's fine. I can jump back in. Although I need her to have some range troops. I'll take 41 of those. I want her to have a banner knight. No sense in a top-tier troop, top-tier noble troop just sitting in the... You know, those look better out in the field. You know, I was remarking last video, maybe, or the one before, how nice that looks. But it looks better out in the field because the gold shines better. And it at least seems like it's a darker, crisper color out in the field. All right. So she's got 41 archers, 1 horse. I don't really have a lot of horse to give her right now. But we'll give her these high-tier horses. And possibly these troops. Line breaker. I don't think she can carry all these. But we'll see. I'll just give her what I think is a good mix. And then throw everything back in a garrison for now. Or swap out with the other children at some point. All right, let's try that and see what that looks like. Let's leave. Create party with Ella, who... You know what? Before I do that, though, let me have that one last day in the smithy. Let's let her get... Magnus, while you're here, let's smelt some stuff, buddy. You hardly ever get to smelt anything. See, I need you to get up. All right, we're going to wait just one more day. Ooh, I got all those troops. We'll have to do that again. I don't want any to go away, to desert. But I do want her to smelt down all that stuff she just manufactured. And speaking of manufacturing, I'm still trying to figure out the way smithing and alchemy works in The Witcher 3. Wow. Okay, go into the smithy. Let's smelt everything down that you just made. All right, 105. Is there anything dull or crafted? Crafted. That's decorated. We want dull. There's dull. And then we want that masterwork. We definitely want you to get that masterwork. I realize this is in alphabetical order, but I don't. I want to be sure I don't miss the name of something. I think crafted, dull, rusty, masterwork, legendary. I think those might be the only ones, but I'm not certain. Like I said, you get higher experience when you use the higher crafted stuff to melt down. Masterwork. Very good. Now, where's all the rusty stuff? I don't think I've ever gotten that before. There should be a lot of it. If there is actually, here we go, rusty crafted. Yeah, there is a lot of it. Might have to go another day. 106. Because I think I've been forgetting about rusty every time. Yeah, we're going to have to go another day. But in the meantime, we're going to have everyone else smelt again because we just have so much stuff to smelt. $45, $46, very good. Corinne, $38. Magnus, $39. We're going to get you up to be able to make... She's not going to go any higher. Oh, she did. She went to 26. I mean, she's not going to make the next perk is what I actually meant. Let's make you guys charcoal. Her nag went to 31. All right, I got to go at least one more day because I need her to smelt. I need Ella to smelt down those weapons she just made. And in the meantime, or Mike, no, I see Jenny there. Yeah, they're still doing their own thing. Kuzates. Escape from captivity. Who are they at war with? They were with us? Yeah. We're the only people they're at war with. And we just took Takor, which is right here. Right. The castle right next to Balgard. All right, let's go into the smithy. Ella, you got to smelt some more things down. Rusty. No, we want to do it this way because it goes down. Boy, there might be a lot. I might have to... there might be a heck of a lot here because, like I said, I think I've always forgot rusty crafted. 107. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Okay, let everybody else smelt. Yeah, we'll do the smelting. So much stuff. All right. Hans might make 50 while we're sitting here just messing around. Well, we're not just messing around. We are actually making progress, just not on the battlefield. And that's fine with me because you got to make progress in all areas for my gameplay, the way I play. That's why I take the time to raise children and name children and train them for each individual role, R-O-L-E. All right, let's go another date. And while I'm thinking about it, everything's good. Aqueducts in Legeta is completed. That's good. That will help the prosperity of the town. All right, let's give out Taker to... Well, who owns Balgard? You do. Guess who's getting it? Right next door. Now, if they take Sibber, that would be grand. They're moving to Sibber. And you're going to go back him up? No, that's Finn. Have you been called? Have you been called? Or are you just going to back? No, you're just doing it on your own. You're headed in that direction. All right, I heard roosters. Ella, smelt some more rusty. Oh, I saw the last of it. Yeah. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, only 13, so it's probably 2 more days. I think she can get about 5 or Maybe 6. It might be 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, she's getting a lot. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's up to 109. 13. Very good. And then we'll just do this last bit of smelting, but we're going to take it from the what provides the most material. We'll go back up here. Get these Pugios because they give some good fine steel. You can see I do not even have the ability to smelt fine steel or steel for that matter. And I've got 2,470 steel and 684 fine steel. Just from fighting the Empire and getting these Pugios. Well, not just. There's other things, but this is probably the majority of it. All right, I'm going to have you three make charcoal again. That's a lot of steel. A lot of fine steel also. If I can ever get... Looks like Ella. Ella will not be making steel. That's just not going to happen. Magnus will be making steel. If I can get him that far. He's got to have some more perk points in this. Because 6 will do it. He's only got to go to 100. You just need level 3 or Steelmaker 3 to get to Damascene. All right, anyway, we're done. She's done what she needed to do. So let's go back out. Oh. Let's take some more troops. Except this time I'll do it right from the start, knowing that I need to give her some horses off the bat. We'll just do that. I don't like these caravan guards anyway. So I would, or the Mamluks. I'd take these guys out no matter what. How many horses is that? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 18, 19. Yeah, I think 20 to 25 horses is good when you're just starting out. And that's enough because there's no more horses here. Now let's give her some of these high-level archers. That's plenty of archers. And then the rest has got to be these high-level troops, infantry type troops. All right, that's going to be too many for her to hold, I do believe, but we'll check it out. Also, before I do that, I want to make sure, Ella, what kind of gear do you have? Hold on, let's look in the open stash. Let's look here. Then go to Ella. Make sure that she's got some good stuff. I'm pretty sure she does. Yep. I think that's the same thing I'm wearing, 19 and 24. So that's pretty good. I do want her to have good leg protection because she'll be on a horse. She's on a horse. I think she's got... Oh, wow. Do I want to give her that? No. I think I want to give that to Jenny, the heir. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. If I can ever get Jenny in here. Like, eventually she's going to be attacked and lose her party, be captured, and then I can call her back into my army and take care of that. Make sure you've got the best shield I can give you. 760 is going to be tough to beat. 770, but that's Pavis. I'm not going to give you a Pavis shield on a horse. 760, that's probably better than mine. It is, but it's not round. Okay, so you do have the best equipment that I can give you right now. Legendary. Decrease taken ranged attack damage. Do I have a better... Increased melee damage against mounted troops. I kind of like that range damage because that's across the board. That's for every troop in her party. Decrease taking ranged attack damage. As far as I'm aware, unless someone can prove otherwise. Like I said in one video, these are all guesswork because they don't tell you. It says increased range damage. That, again, does this apply to archers or every range unit? For example, is that increased range damage to javelin throwers? Is that increased range damage to axe throwers? It doesn't tell you. It just says marksman's flag. So, again, Tell Worlds is absolute crap with descriptions of these things. Decrease taken range damage 15, and that's what this is. So we're just going to leave that as is. All right. And I noticed that she had the 75 horse bard. Let me look at her horse while we're here. What kind of horse? She's got a Salaga. That's going to be good for her. 245 hit points. That's really what I'm looking at. The Botanian Hobby is too slow for her. I'm going to leave her on that noble mount. All right. Let's leave. Create a party with her. And then let's give her first things first. I want her to have infantry. She's got 160. That's a lot more than I thought. All right, give her the infantry, which is 67. Then give her the archers, which is 43. And then give her some horse. All right, so she can have 31 more horse or 31 more troops. Now I'm going to call her to my party. Ella, jump in, please. Okay, and then go in here and take some more out of this place. Again, I want the high-tier troops that cost a lot of money. It's 31. I wasn't, when I started doing this, I wasn't counting, so I may be screwing up here, but it's all right. Take those two because I don't like them. I don't want them to be in here. Okay. Let's give her those troops. These guys I don't like go in there. She's got plenty of archers. I don't know why I took this out. She's got plenty of archers. We're going to give her infantry. 45. All of these guys cost a lot of money. Oh, too many. All right, let's stop that. Let's go back. You two guys, and then go back to the top. 62. Wow. Joe. $60. Now she's good to go. Now, of course, as soon as I release her and she starts moving around, she's going to gain stewardship skill, which means she'll be able to recruit some more troops. I'm just going to throw all these guys. I'm going to throw them back in the garrison for now because I can still use them to replenish forces. Even though they're high tier, it's still going to help out here. All right, now. Who got Finn? Got tactics. I got to go with tight formations. And here I've got to go with 2% troop recovery rate for every 10 in your party. That's what I like. So she fought somewhere. That was Finn. She may have fought a party of Khuzaits. Or she's raiding this town. She's raiding the village. Okay. Now let's head back in this direction. Which is one costing me the most now? Is Poros is what I said. Yep, I want to go to Poros. Watch Ella start getting some upgrades, hopefully. And stewardship. I don't think I can. There you go, 31. Keep going. There's a perk for her right off the bat. And I always like Warrior's Diet because it's always about food. So let's look at this. We're at war. And right now, it's only the Khuzaits. I'm going to put offensive. See if that makes a difference. In my opinion, in my experience, it really doesn't make any difference. But let's pretend it does. And I'm gonna, since we're only war them, I want a maximum effort on the Khuzaits. I want O more before anybody else declare. Well, they're just taken prisoner. Aha! Sibir rebelled. That means the Khuzaits will head to Sibir because they can't allow that. They're going to have to try and retake it. Now, ideally, if I still had my army, I would go towards Sibir, and as the Khuzaits were, just like I did before. Remember, I think it was Epicrotia. I don't remember where it was, but I would let the Khuzaits attack, and then once they were depleted and not yet taken the town, I would attack the Khuzaits. Then you wipe out the Khuzait army. And then they would come back again later and try to do the same thing. And you could, theoretically, just rinse and repeat and do that over and over again until they ran out of troops. Okay. Let's just go on. I'm going to go straight to Porus, but I'm going to grab a couple of recruits on the way because I don't have a whole lot of room. Just take all of you. That's too many. There we go. Why? What's wrong? Why can't I take that 472? I don't have enough. Oh, I'm already out of money. I did not even notice that. I did not notice I was out of money. Oh, my goodness. You know, I saw that 0 there, but it just wasn't registering with me. 46,000 a day. That did not register with me. All right, we're gonna go back to Pin Canuck. I'm fixing to lose a bunch of troops because I can't afford to pay them. I apologize. I saw that 0 while I was sitting there in town, but it wasn't clicking with me. It wasn't clicking with me because I'm leaning way back and my boom arm is blocking almost all of this. All I can see is this and this, and it just wasn't clicking. Finn the captain's been taken prisoner by the Khuzaits. Yep. Ellie got another upgrade here, and daily experience for everybody. That's what we want. Who else got an update? Finn. Probably, I was going to say medicine. Morale of troops beginning. Battle morale of troops, same culture. Battle morale troops when you kill an enemy in battle. Let's go with that one. Make a difference. Go to Pin Canuck. Why? Here's something I don't understand. I can't pay my troops. How come they're not deserting? What did that say? I saw green text. Was that something just completed? No. I thought something had completed in a... There. That Ulislav should take all my children to his army. And he did. With the exception of the one that's in captivity now. But why aren't my troops deserting? I'm going into debt. I've never done that before, I don't think. I mean, the number of times I've ran out of money completely like this is very slim, but I always thought they deserted. And the reason I'm going back to Pin Canuck is, it will become clear in just a moment. I'm going to open this stash. Oh, I've still got it with me. I never gave it back. Okay. We got to trade some stuff here. I've got, too much. That went quick. 14. 2451. 2451. We'll take that. And then 55. 8. That's close enough. All right, that gets us a little money. It's not going to do anything. We're still going to be way out. We're still 97,000 in the hole. I think I've got a bug. Because honestly, my troops should be deserting. If you can't afford to pay them, they should be deserting. Which town is the most prosperous? Dunlanny's. All right. We've got, make sure. No, all this stuff here. All right. Go to Dunlanny's. Got to make some money. Short term, make some money. You know what? I was sitting here doing that crafting, and that's when I ran out of money, I bet. Even though I wasn't paying attention. Very seldom that I'm not. 88,000 a day. What in the world? All right, we're going to have to... I got no choice. I'm going to have to cut back. Poros. It's really not. It's really the party wages is what's killing me. Because 2,000, 3,500, 4,600. $5,800, about 6,000 in income. Well, I can probably see here. Yeah, 25,000 settlement income. 317 in workshop, 110 in tribute income, but then we're paying 3,300. If you recall, before we were paying 3,800. That's probably 500 something to the Khuzaits, and when they declared war, we didn't have to pay that anymore. But garrison and party, yeah, it's those parties that's killing me now. I don't know why my troops are not deserting. Remember, I've never used mods ever, not even ever downloaded a mod, so it's just straight up an issue right now because I did not even know you could go into debt. Hold Alt for more info. Apparently, I've got debts of 70,000. Main party wages is 5,000. That's the killer. Rhesus is 2,400. And Poros is 52. All right. Let's see what I can sell here just to make some money. 142. I don't think it'll take all of it. Yeah, look at there. 3 million. I've got probably 3.5 million. All right, let's just do this manually. You know why I'm here. Legendary Steel Casca. That looks interesting. It's 82. But does 85 so much more damage. You know what? I'm going to give him that. $82 to $85. My problem with giving them this is it's long. It's 116. So when we have battles inside of keep battles, for example, where they have limited room, that 116 is going to be a problem. It's good while they're on the horse. And since they do most of their battles on horse, I'm going to give it to them. Horonag, I don't really care. Well, it's not that I don't care. It's just that you guys are real old. Not going to be around forever. All right, I'd rather have the money, I think. Let's see if I can garner a little income from doing this. Whoa, that went fast. What was it? Oh, that probably right there, 64. Let's do this increments of 5. There we go. Much better. Now increments. All right, 588. 142,000. That's still not going to last me very long. Because I still got a debt of 70,000. Either way, I've got to go to Poros now. Wait, what is the next? Prosperous town is Sianon, and then all right, we'll hit Sianon as we head generally in this direction. I'm just looking to see what's going on. Balgard's fixing to be taken. They're fixing to be taken. They're only down to 207. Where's that other army? Right there, Ulasov. 1361, and they're heading for Avkas. They're not going to get there in time to help Bert Liana. Bert Liana's going to be gone. Let's hit Cianon, see if I can get a little bit more money. Let's see what happens when the day rolls over. That debt just, yeah, they took it all. So now I've only got 50. Who just declared war? Jacorius or the? That's just a single. That's a single clan, so I'm not worried about that. Go, go, go. Wow. 20,000 a day. I did not know you could go into debt. Honestly, I've got about 5,500 hours in Bannerlord, and either I just forgot or I've just never had to do that anymore. They got off. Whether you went into debt. I didn't know you could go into debt. I thought once you went to 0, your soldiers started leaving. Who's going to get Av Castle? Well, whoever owns Omor. You own Cianon. You own Revel. You know what? May as well. May as well just give it to you because Bertliana is voting for him. And she's running around with an army, so I respect her opinion. All right, let's sell everything I can sell here. Again, not very much, 129,000. Hmm. 1095. 1094. Look, perfect. That'll do it. All right, 129,000. That might allow me to get to Poros and start making some changes down there. What was the Revel, Prevend, Marinath? You know what? I got to hit Marinath because I've got all these horses I need to sell also. Got this herding penalty. I should have sold the horses first now that I'm thinking about it. And I'm not going to upgrade these guys right now. Not unless I go into combat. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay for Finn. Yep. Dave? Yep. That was a Vlandian clan. I don't know who they joined. Obviously the Khuzaits, because that's the only people we were at war with at the time. All right, trade. Let's sell some of these horses. Ooh, I don't think we can't sell. Nope. I can't even sell 5 of those. All right. Sell all of those. Sell some of these Waiter Hot Bloods. That's good enough. Another 100,000. Let's leave. And then hit Legata as we're going down to Poros. We're just going to hit every town. Legata, Rote, Jalmere, Zionica, Poros, maybe Amatetes. I don't know. And sell Komnos. These are the clans, I think, from Western Empire. Remember, they will exist for 1 month. I think. Let's just look. Komnos. Yeah, they were what's left of the Western Empire. So let's see. It doesn't tell me what day it was, but it's 30 days. Oh, I remember it was the 10th of 1125, I think. Or 1126. I don't remember now. But anyway, they have 1 month, I think it is, from the date that they're destroyed to get something else. And if they don't, then they just disappear from the map. Ella's getting some good. She's in combat with somebody. Yeah, I got to take that money. She's getting a lot of skill. I want to wait till she's completely done before I upgrade her because I don't want to upgrade it and then miss. What are they doing? Are they sieging? Where is she at? Whose army is she in? Uloslavs. Okay, they're sieging Omor. That's what they're doing. All right, let's trade some more horses. Let's get some royal... These guys, actually. Well, you can't... I can trade one horse. One of those and some of these Palmatians. 43. We got to move down to the Chargers. 650. 88. And that's it. Not going to sell a Sumter. I can sell something here. 88. And is there anything that's 8? Oh, one cracked iron pitchfork. Another 32,000. And while I'm here, I'm going to look at this. That's what I thought. At least it's level 3 walls. Now, the marketplace will give me more money. So we want to keep the marketplace going for now. And there's one other that increases the amount of money you get. What is it? Prosperity change. That'll help. We've still got a positive food income, and the granary is level 3. So after this, I want to go straight into aqueducts. And then if I don't get back in time, we'll go to orchards. And then militia. Let's look at what we got here. Because it's kind of sort of getting to be not on the front line. So we can probably afford... Not yet. I'm going to wait. I was just going to see if there's any sturgeons I could upgrade with. And there's not. So what's going to happen is the next, for example, whichever one of my children, Finn the captain, I'm going to call her to my party. And then when she gets here, I'll have her create a party, and I'll be able to take some troops out of there, just like I did with Pin Canuck. And I'm also going to take more out of Pin Canuck. The next town we're going to hit is Rote. Try to sell something else. Ella. Are they going to get Omor? They're down 1,400. I think they'll get Omor. Where's Bertliana going? Diopolis. I guess you're recruiting. Ella's really getting a lot of skill. That's good. That's good. That's why you want to release them when you can afford to. Pinkanok. Hold on. Fairgrounds. Very good. All right, now that combat's over with, I'm going to upgrade them. Because if I did it right when I first saw that first thing, there's a chance that she would still be in combat, which she was, and then we wouldn't get a pop-up. There wouldn't be a, this thing again, because I'd already opened it up, and then she would have stuff that she could upgrade, and I would overlook it. 30% chance to recover from lethal wounds. That's what I want. And I think that's everybody. Yep. Let's look at this town while we're here. Everything is good, and irrigation. All right, so we've got Carfinian is only 12, Thursinian is only 6, and Liblinian is also 12. So they got a long way to go to get to 600 to get maximum food. All right, let's look at the garrison. Is there any sturgeons that I can take out of there? Heavy spearmen. How many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take you guys. And axemen. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 axemen. Any archers? Sturgeon archers, of course. No, because I've... No. All right. There's no horses up here. Spearmen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rote's only got 275. Are they not recruiting anymore, or were they attacked? And no, I think we probably just recently captured them. Yep, 3 is the least. And there's 2, 1, 1. Okay, that's all I can do here. 6-4. Waiter, hot blood. 17-4. Boom. All right, 215. One step horse. Is there anything that sells for 2? No. All right, 87,000. Let's leave there. Which one of these, Jalmaris or Amatates? Which one is more? You know what? I'm going for Jalmaris because then I can hit Zionica. That gives me 2 more towns on the way instead of having to go out of my way to like Carrot and then come back. All right, these are all the clans from Western Empire now being destroyed, so it's not going to matter that they declared war on us. They'll be gone. All right, Simmer, this is Omor. So I'm giving it to you, buddy, since I gave him Vulus the last one. You don't have a town right now. And honestly, I don't think you'll have a town here in a moment because I think the Khuzaits are just going to take it right back. Finn joined my party. Very good. Let's see what the town looks like. Everything's 3 across the board. Food is going to be an issue because Dradios is absolutely in the tank, and Agaska is not too well either. 109 hearths. It's going up by 108, so it's if it can stay like this, we'll be. What have we got in the garrison? We'll be okay in the long run if we can stay that way. We'll take Sturgeon Spearman, put you in there. Sturgeon Hunter is the last one. Yep, don't have anything above that. Don't have any horse either. Sturgeon Soldier is the lowest. All right, well, that's it. That's all I can do here. Finn, why are you wounded? You never recovered yet. I'm going to put you right there. $15.87. 352. 81. Boom. Very good. Another 61,000. All right. Then we'll hit Zionica. I don't know how many clans Western Empire had before Southern Empire took Onika and wiped them out. This army was very big. How are you? You're still 1126 even after stuffing Omor. Managed town. Everything is 3 as it should be. And Alsasos is the only town that is less than 600. It's 551. So once it hits 600, we'll be getting 18 food out of it. And food is still positive. So that's going to be another 6 food. So we'll be 29 plus food. And we've got max orchards and max granary. So that looks good. Let's go to trade. I still got a herding penalty, so I still want to get rid of some horses. 49. 12. And 540. I don't want to get rid of hobbies. That's my preferred horse. There we go. And what? 17. $816. Very good. Another 74,000. Let's leave and get to Poros. Now, recruit. You know what? I want you. Leave. And I want to do this. Sheena, Jenny, Ella. Let's create a party with Finn and give her my troops. Not all of them. Just enough so I can call her into my party. So half of 243 is 120. And she's only got to have 40, so we'll give her about 115, give or take. Because they only got to have 40%. And some horses. All right, there you go. Now I can call you to my party. And I have too many... Yep, I have too many prisoners now. Let's go right back in here. Recruit these guys. Militia. Militia. Go to the garrison. Throw all of these in the garrison. Take out the high tier troops. Leave one. Do this again. You and you. We'll take out infantry. We've got plenty of infantry here, so that's all I'm going to take out to get me back down to 652. Here we go. Leave. I'll let her join me. Come on, get in there. All right, then I'll give her these troops. All right, now, the reason I brought her into my party... Let me give her these Azurai. Still way over. All right, so I'm going to give you these horses. And some of these archers. There we go. 177 on the dot. So we give you these. 182. Now, I'm going to top her off. I want her to be absolutely chock full. 200. She's got a lot of room. Okay. The reason is I do not want her recruiting. I want to have... Oh, man. I still got... All right. I gave her... By doing that... let me go back into town here. No, screw it. I'm just going to recruit them. No, they're all Sturgians, with the exception... This is what I'm going to do then. 7 Azurai infantry. I'm still 20. Almost 20 over. Go in town. Sell. I'm just going to sell these Azurai. And you guys. Okay. Leave. What is this? Declaring war on Azurai. No, I don't think so. No. No. Now. Let's see what I can do here. What is my food situation? The only thing I'm missing is beer and dates. I could get some olives and grapes, but I seem to be okay on everything else, so I'm not going to waste the money. I'll get some grapes right here in Tarkutis as I recruit. I do not want to declare war on the Azurai. I do not. I will take these grapes. Also, these grapes in Onika. 2 steel points in Steward. Keep going, girl. You got a lot to make up. Okay, Porus. Recruit. Recruits and first tier archers. Go to the keep. Put all of you in the keep, except those 7 Azrai infantry. Let me do this manually. And then take out this high tier. These guys cost a lot of money. We're going to take them out. Take you out. And you 3. As well as 102 of you. All right, let's jump out. I want you to have these good horses. Then I'll take some of my horses back. There you go. And you know what? I'd rather you have these Azrai infantry. They've got shields than that guy. And they also throw javelins, which is always a plus in my book. 6 there, and I'll take you 4 and 1 of you. 2 of you make that 2 of you. Okay, so now you have a decent amount of troops. 147, Finn the captain. And they're high tier. Although, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to give you these guys back. Because I want my horses back. How many horses? 13. So, actually, you're going to get all of these. No doubt about that. The Batanian archers? Yes. All right. Give me these horses back. All 13 of them. And then I will take the sergeant crossbowman, because it's so hard to get bolts, and one of these guys. Now, I'm going to let you be on your own and go do what you need to do while I continue doing what I need to do. Just want to make sure here. Yep. You go do your thing. Then I'm going to get rid of what I don't want. I'm not paying money for that. All right. Let's continue to recruit for Poros and swapping out just like that over and over and over again. Now, I got a herding penalty again. Poros had some money. I can... hold on, I'm repositioning. Ella the captain, 2 points and steward, and is now 75. That's a perk. Nope, not going to do it. I'll spend only 290. I don't care if they've been acting aggressively. Let's handle the Khuzaits, okay? All right, let's go to Ella, get her that perk. We want food consumption when you're part of an army. Let's go back here. We're going to sell some things. Okay, more weight or hot bloods. Only can afford to sell 2 of them. 17. 700, 170. I sell wood and Midlands palfrey. Okay, and anything for 15? 8. Close enough. Also, I didn't look at the town, but I know it's all 3s. Just food is going to be the issue because these towns are, the villagers are constantly harassed. All right, now let's go back and look at this. I forgot about this from before. Hertagia. It's right here. So let's look at Legata. Stop recruiting for one. Lycaran, Zionica, Pinkanak, Poros. Stop. Yeah, it stopped. John Mary's. Keep recruiting John Mary's. Ortiz just. I gotta say, recruit a little more. Amatetes, recruit a little more. Thractore. You gotta recruit. You gotta recruit. Not much though. You know what? Stop. We're so close. We'll go over. And if we lose the castle, that's not the end of the world. Rote now. That you definitely recruit. Gersegus. That's I'm kind of up in the air about that. I'm gonna leave it where it is. Right now it's got 1089. We'll leave that for unlimited for the moment. 298. Thorius. Rhesus. I still don't know how Rhesus is still there. Guarantor. Stop recruiting Guarantor. Hertagia. Alright. Pinkanok, what are you doing for me now after I made those changes earlier? Plus 18. And like Karen is 22. Like I said, much better than 4,000. We're just going to have to knock down Porus now. Porus and like Karen's not doing too bad. Rotate. Let me go to rotate. Let's have you just stop recruiting. So far, we've been able to keep you alive. And really, I'm in dire straits here. Thractray, you're Amate. Legata. Nah, I think that's enough for now. All right, let's see what we can recruit. Now, I would normally do this in every game I play. I would normally have done this a long time ago. Just take the time to go back and forth and put recruits in and take out those high-level troops. But since we've been under fire so long in this playthrough, just constant war, I've not done it. And I would prefer... Yep, she's in a party now also. Vyotians. All of them are in Vyotians. I don't know what happened to the other guy. What was it? Vasilov or something like that? Usalov? It wasn't wiped out, or my guys would have been taken prisoners. So they just stopped being a party, an army, I guess. Nah, you don't have any olives or grapes, really, is what I was looking for. Olives and grapes. Finn, 243 troops. Hurry, get up there. Help them out. They're going for Takor and Ov. And then Vyotian. I don't know what Vyotian is going to go for. I'll take a gander at that here in a moment. He could go back for Balgard. I think he's probably going to go for Balgard. All right, let's come over here to Segura. Is there any... It's been a day. There might be a couple of recruits in here. Nope. It's worth a try. Now, ideally, I would be doing this with Sturgian recruits. But I just don't want to take the time right now to run all the way up there. That way, I would, as I mentioned before, especially like Karen, because it's the tip of the spear, I would be able to replenish troops from like Karen as needed for more combat with the Southern Empire. Probably should take out that hideout. Just don't want to take the time. I know time, when you're in the hideouts, time on the map world doesn't... Valdem also created an army. Very good. Still got 100 troops together. So slow, that hurting penalty. But as we gather troops, wow, nothing there. Maybe you just recruited everything. Okay, let's go up to Espadia. 1.0 at nighttime. That hurting penalty is killing me. But I can't afford to dump the horses. I've got to get money for them. And I really don't want to dump any more right now because once I get another 100 troops in here, I won't have the hurting penalty. All right, Ella the Captain. Force people. Now that's... They got to be attacking an army because one, those mercenaries would not be attacking 3 of my children at one time unless my children are attacking them. That's entirely possible. Let's see what we got. Ella again. Medicine. We won't walk it off. And raise the meek. Because we want her, she's going to be constantly replenishing troops. We want her to be able to have them upgrade fast as possible. She's getting some skill. And that's what I need long term, because Hans is going to die and he's going to rely on his children to carry the banner. So they need to be skilled. Hopefully, Jenny the Captain is captured. Ella is captured. Sheena is captured. Yep. Sheena escaped. That's my girl. She's the heir. She knows she's important. She's going to make the extra effort. This is everybody. Also, I can trade some weapons here. First, let me buy some of their food. I need... Really... Olives is really the only thing, and of course, dates and beer. Those three things. All right. 83,000 only. It's not going to go far. It didn't go very far at all, did it? Okay, that's another 79,000. What is... Whoa. Banner Sultan's Eagle, that's only going to be worth 8,423, so I'm not going to take the time to do the arena. If it was a horse, for example, I may have done it because that's worth some more money. You know what? I'm going to continue in this direction. And then come back through here, because these guys will replenish with recruits. Because when you take troops from them, regardless of the level, they're replenished with recruits, and then they slowly work their way back up again as long as they're not recruited. So what I really should be doing, I just don't want to spend the money to do it. For example, when I go into a village here from my town, and there's some high-tier troops here, I should take all of them and then just dump the high-tier troops. But I don't want to spend the money to do that. That way they would all respawn as recruits. I have done that before in the past when money's not an issue. That way you ensure that you get... That's best done, though, in Botania. Because you got that big... You just keep going in that circle, and it's not a great distance to travel. Take all of you. See what you got for food. We're going to take your olives, beer, and dates. Then I'm going to sell you some weapons. I'm a weapons dealer here. That's essentially what you are if you are quality one hand 95 and 76. Ooh, I'm going to hold on to that. When you are smithing and selling it, as I don't do that, but the people that do, they're just weapons dealers. You could role play your weapons dealers, supplying arms to the Calradia. 952. 950. Boom. All right. Another 124,000. We should be not quite as bad off right now because all of my children were captured, so I'm not paying for their upkeep. I've got one party, and that's Finn. Everybody else is in prison. Except for Sheena. So Sheena can come to me. We'll call her to me. At Phenia? At Phenia? Who knows? Sounds vaguely Greek to me. Nothing. Definitely don't want any salt. All right, back to Poros. Jenny Captain has escaped. That's what I'm talking about. She'll take about 4 days to recover, and then I'll be able to call her back to my party also. 410. That's the first shotgun I ever owned was a 410. All right, another party wiped out. Which party was that? Ulislav, I think. That was his army. All right, Kuliyat? That really sounds Kuzate to me. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and swap out some of these guys. But they should also have some more money, so we're going to sell some more weapons. Whoa. Oh, there's 50. I didn't realize there were that many. I was like, that's only 1,000. Why is that 140 in the hole? All right, 678. $669, right there. All right, let's go here. We've got 86 and 13. Boom. Magnus is back. Oh gosh, I'd like to take. How much are these guys? These guys are 12 a day. And you are 12 a day. I got to take these guys. Let's get you back down to 652. How many am I taking? 50? Horse Raider. I got to take some of these. All right, 652. You know what I'm going to do. Did I already do this? Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to wait until Sheena is here. Then I'm going to give her those troops and top her off and send her off again. Instead of just tossing these troops and wasting them. I need some grapes. Oops. Get some more grapes. How many grapes does that give me? That gives me 400. That's fine. Now it's olives is what I needed anyway, not grapes. I forgot. But I'm not going all the way. The best place to get olives, of course, is Volandi, but I'm not going all the way back to Volandi to get some olives. 1. That's not my town. Ragnar escapes. Very good. Yep. I'm on the... After I'm done recording this, I'm going to watch the last episode. The 6th and last episode. I'm sorry, the 6th season, last episode, which is the end of Vikings. Bittersweet. But I started watching something called Tires. It's a TV show with Shane Gillis, the comedian. We'll see if that turns out to be any good. I've seen his stand-ups before, and it was okay. So I thought, let me give this show a try since it's has some other comedians in it. Andrew Schultz, for example. I think he's can be good under the right circumstances. Ooh, that's too much. Joe, you shouldn't have done that. Let's just start with these right off the bat. Nope, that's still too much. 5, 10, 15. Nope, you can't do it. You just can't do it. Let's go 10. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 12, 90. We'll take you. Boom. All right. Let's go up here. I think it's called Tires. I'm not entirely sure, but it's about tires. Yep, we're going to pay for her ransom. All right, so we went from 0 to 620. We're back up to 620,000, and she's probably still wounded. Yes, she is. So as soon as I'm going to put her right here. As soon as she's completely healed, I'm going to give her all those troops and turn her loose again. And this is how you do it. You just keep doing this over and over and over again. And then once you're done with this and you've got this atrocious Finn the party. Finn might be taken prisoner here in just a moment. Once you've got this under control, then you can go back to combat, because combat is where you get your money from. Heading back to Poros. 2198. Let's just continue working on it, and then I'll go to Lycaran and Zionica and Jalmaris. Everything. I'll just do everything. Regardless of how boring it may seem to some of you, I've got to do it. You saw I went broke. And I normally do this in my games. I just haven't had the opportunity here. But I'm making the opportunity now. Now that we're so dominant. Rothard is a Valandian fighting for the Khuzaits. He just took Finn. Valandians are still biting me in the ass after all this time. All right, we're going to... Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I'm just going to dump... Hold on, let me make a lock here. Because I don't want to dump these high-level troops in there. You guys, yes. And actually, I do want to make you archers. I will make you archers, because we need more archers in here. Since I want to take out all those crossbowmen. All right, let's dump all of you in there. Okay, and then let's take out you guys. Get me to 652. Of course, I'm going to wind up dumping a lot of these. Unless... 71, 72. Woo, we are going to need to do that. Hang on. I can make this work. I can make this work. Hold on. Leave. Ella, you come here also, and you come here, Jenny. Now, it's going to be a while, but Sheena, I'm going to go ahead and make her a captain and keep her in my party so that she will recuperate properly. And I'm going to give her these horses, or that horse, I should say, those infantry, and those bowmen. All of them. And then call her to my party. Go back in here. Go to the keep. Go to the dungeon. Go ahead and take these guys out. Let's just take all of them out. Wait here for a moment. No, that was a bad move. I went over. Put some of these back. 472. Okay. Wait here till she joins me. Top her off. I know this is going to be what she's not going to have any archers really to speak of. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Oh, I went. Why did I go one too many like an idiot? There we go. By the way. Yep, she's fully recuperated. Off you go. Disband army. Let's wait here for a bit. Let's trade. Actually, I don't want to wait. I want to trade. Sell some more loot. Some more weapons. This is not going to go well. There we go. 153. Oh, there's so many here. 150. All right, another 29,000. And again, we go on a recruiting spree. Now, let's look at Poros. Let's let it go a couple days, because that can't be from 2,000 to negative 240. Although I did take 160-something out of there. Sheena, nope. Not marrying anybody. Again, we need archers. So if some of these guys, if I have the opportunity to upgrade them, I will to archers because that's what we need. Come on, Ella and Jenny. That'll be the Azurai. Yep. That was really the only people that were due to declare war on us. So I kind of gotta go to Ortesia. Jenny's joined me, very good. She'll be wounded also. Almost healed though. Let's put her right here on the bottom. I'm gonna help this guy. Oh, he didn't need. Oh, can I run you down, buddy? Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. You are a mercenary. Are you the leader? Yes. Can I talk to you? No. I don't really ever fool around mercenaries, so I wasn't sure how that was going to work.
Oh?
We're at war, surrender or die. There's only 8 people. We're going to put my 22, 9. Really? 9? Arietta? Yeah. All right, Magnus, you're going to be in charge of this. Get 50 and 42. And Jenny in charge of this group. Level you out a tad bit and then put you guys out and let you do your thing. Hold on. All right, go do your thing.
Kill them all!
I don't really
Soldiers!
want my recruits to get any experience. So by the time they get there, the horses will already have taken everything out, I believe. And there's the first guy, the leader of the mercenaries. He came out. Gotta give him props for that. He didn't go with the rest of his guys and run and hide. What is this one Imperial guy right there? I mean, I know he's a legionary, but what? It's just odd. One legionary and amidst, what, 6 or 7 recruits. Get out of y'all's way. I don't want to break your stride. You're getting up to speed. And he's got that big stick out also. A big stick out, which in this case is a spear. There it is. Okay. We got one upgrade for a Sturgian. Drahiznik. You're my prisoner. And I'm just going to go right back and I'm going to ransom him. All right. Go into Amitetes. Ransom all of you clowns. Except for the recruits. I want to keep the recruits. And it's only 6,500. Speaking of recruits. All right, let's look at the keep here. Garrison. I want to put you guys in here. I'll take out a couple of infantry here. Ones that are costing a lot of money. That's enough. I'll leave everybody else. Let's see what we can trade. 108. Can't even take that one stack of weapons. All right, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 673. We'll just go this route. All right, another 108,000. And everything looks good here. We just need the towns to be up above 600. Sheena. All right, let's go. Let's go to Illipa. How are you doing? You're at 100%. Phazos. Just going to make a big circle here and go back to Poros. Now, let's see. It's not negative 249 anymore. What is it now? 259. That we actually made quite a difference because it was over 20. It was about 2,200, maybe a little more. I'm repositioning myself here again. So I think instead of going to Porus, I'm going to go to Lycaran because it needs some help. So once I've got I'm going to go ahead and make a party with Jenny. I'm going to give her this high-tiered stuff. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough to call her into my army. Jenny, join me. Thank you. Now I'm going to top her off, just like I did before. Although I have just now realized that I sent one of my children off with all of my troops. I forgot about that. That's all right. It's all right. It happens. Let me top you off, so I don't want you recruiting anybody. Let me just... Of course, I'm going to be out of prisoners. Okay, hang on. Before I do that, stop. Just stop all of this nonsense. All right. Now, I'm tired of having too many prisoners. Now, let me top you off. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the troops to top you off. I'm not going to release her, though. I'm not going to make the mistake again. I should not have released. Whoever it was I released was a mistake on my part. I'm just using her for storage capacity. That way I can get more recruits. They got to be going for Guarantor Castle. All right, Ella's here also. Looks good. Nope, nope, nope. Can you take... Yeah, there we go. You won't be able to take all 48 of these. 920. 913. Nope. Right there. And then 23. Right there. Boom. Okay, another 93,000. We've already recruited. Let's go to Carfinian, and then we'll go back to Thursinian. I'm just waiting on the Azurai hammer to drop. I think we may... I'm going to have to just declare... The problem is declare peace, I think, shortly with the Khuzaits. Because this army is about to be wiped out. It's only 855. And I'm fairly certain it's about to be wiped out. Balgard. I do think they're going to jump on Guarantor. this may be the last round of, for now, the last round of recruiting that I do to stuff into the garrisons. Because I think I've got to get back to combat because that's where my money is. And I think these guys will be good combat partners. Wow, this is going to be good here. Chorig gathering an army. That was a good haul. I'm going to hold on to them. Because they've got the dismount riders. In fact, while I'm looking at this, yep, dismount, even though you got dismount. Is this better, though? Yes. Well, you've got the range. You know, I'd rather you have the spear. I'd rather you have the spear. Yeah, let's do it. I've got several of them. $188. Definitely going to give. Yeah, what you got is better. It's legendary. Okay, that's good. Now let's sell some small stuff here. That's okay. It's another 61 grand. Just barely breaking even. It's 0.5, which is half a grain every turn. And I want to make sure that you guys are not. Okay, stop recruiting. If you recruit any more, we're going to run out of food. Legate is not okay. Excuse me. I've only got about 12 minutes left on my timer. So I think this definitely will be the last run around. But the reason I'm still recording this is because my kids are in combat. Things are happening with my clan. So I didn't want to do this off camera because you can see them getting captured and then how I'm turning that to an advantage. I'm using them now without troops to come and take those high tiers out instead of dumping, which means all the investment we had in these guys all these years that they've been on garrison duty is not going to waste. I'm actually getting something out of it. Khuzaits want peace. The problem is, there's Guarantor, as I said. Problem is, as soon as I declare peace with the Khuzaits, the Southern Empire is going to declare on us, which is why I'm trying to. I want to get this done and get my party and my army back together as much as possible before that happens. Because I don't want to be here with a very lackluster party when the Southern Empire declares war again. This is a good haul. Not good enough, but still good. $256. There's no way. Wow. Okay. $250. I can't even get all of these. There we go. Another 73 grand. And I've looked at this ad infinitum. I don't need to look at it anymore. Let's go to Tarcutus. I told you that the Khuzaits were going to wipe that party. They just seem to always wipe the AI party if I'm not there. Well, the AI party, period. If human is not there, then they lose. If the human is there, we win. Just the way it is. All right, let's fill this with 186 troops. Ella, please go there. Magnus, I don't know why you're not getting busy with Arietta. But you need to get off your duff and get on your tummy, I guess. I don't know. We're going to take off 75 of these guys. Very expensive. I'm going to leave the horse archers because they contribute to the archers. And I always like having good archers. Take these guys. These guys. Wait a minute. Let's do this again. Boom. Only need 100. All right. That's already too many. Something's not right here. Hang on. 650. Oh, it's just tops them. That just tops them. No. Here we go. Go. Everybody go in there. There you go. 690. All right. I see what I'm doing here. $652. Leave the town. That's only 38 troops. All right. 7 minutes left. I might as well just continue recruiting. If you're still watching at this point, then what's another 7 minutes? I got to do it. So Gora, let me look what's going on up here. All right, so we do have Omar. So we're... Sheena, you're not in an army? You are in an army. You're in Churig's army. Okay. All right, well, I declare peace. Finn will be released. Ella, please go up there. You know, there was nobody at Marina earlier. Let's see. I don't see anybody here recruiting. Let's see if there's no one there now or they actually have something to recruit. Get them skills, Jenny and Sheena. Yep, you got some people here now. $200, that's a perk. Are you guys done? It looks like they're done. So let me get her perks. Just making sure no one else. Leadership at that. Recruitment rate for prisoners. Troops near. Infantry. Definitely want infantry. That's the backbone. This is going to be a 3,000-man army. So that's why I'm not even sweating that castle. There's nothing I can do about it anyway. All right, Urig. Churig and Urig. I still need 122 troops. recruiting is a long process. And just think, I do this every game. Every time I play and I have fiefs, I wind up stuffing them. And typically, I would only stuff these guys with Sturgeons. So I'm not really taking as long as I normally would. No, you know what? I want to keep those. $401. Right there. Oh. We'll come down here and hit Saldanus. All right, we just lost Guarantor Castle, which means they're going to go for Thractore, Usank, or Ortesia. I don't know which one. I'd like them to go for Thractore and not Ortesia, but we'll see what they do. You know what? Yeah, I might as well do it. Ortesia. All right. Nothing here to be recruited. We're going to hit at Phinia. Again, looks Greek to me. And I don't mean that in the normal saying we have here where we don't recognize the language. You say it looks Greek to me. I mean, that actually seems vaguely Greek to me. As in the Greek islands. The yogurt. Oh, you know what? Make these guys archers. We always need archers. All right, Ortesia. What is it doing for me anyway? It's full. So it's negative 667. That's not too bad. But my dumb self gave away all my good troops to one of my kids earlier and then released them like an idiot. So I'm back to having low-tier troops, a lot of low-tier troops myself. All right, 1 minute left. Nothing I can do about Ortesia. It's gone. What's going on up north here? Because I'm telling you, as soon as I'm within 5 minutes of declaring peace with the Khuzaits, the Southern Empire is going to jump on us. So I'm trying to hold off, even though it doesn't seem like it's a good thing to do. You know, while we're here, let's go ahead and do this. Also, before I do that, do you have any recruits or low tier? You've got one. You know what? I'm going to take that one recruit. That's how desperate I am. I'll take that one recruit and give you him so that you don't recruit anything. And, oh, you know what? I just realized I've still got those high-tier troops on me. All right, I know. 2 hours. Hang on. Let me get this done. I want you to have those 35 guys and those 3 guys. Which means I can take some of these back. All right. Now let's go back in here and do this. 118 and 16. All of you go in there. All right, now let's take some of these high-tier troops out. Again, we want these guys to go. These guys, because the infantry, we got way more infantry than I need. Although we're getting to the point where I might need to take some archers out. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, this is it. One troop crossbowman. All right. Talk to party leader. Wow. 60, 70, 20, 41. I don't think she has enough of my troops. I'm going to take absolutely everybody back, and she's still going to have too many, which means you don't have any archers at all? What did I just do? Yeah, you don't have any archers. I remember that now. Okay, we're going to take these guys just to get you back down. Of course, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, leave you in my army. But now I'm going to take Magnus. No, I don't want to do it. Okay, Ella, you go. I still want Magnus to reproduce. And you take all of these. I got to get you to 90. It's about 80. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. There. Now I can call you to my army. Please join us. Thank you. All right. Well, this is where I'm going to end it. Ortiz is going to fall. There's nothing I can do about that. We're going to have to make our stand at Legata, I think. Because I believe after Ortiz, they'll go for Thractore or Usank. I think this is where their primary... They may go for Legata, but we'll see in the next one. Adios.